Ring, ring. Computer, desk phone. Voice over IP, computer hookup, little display screen that pops up, speaker, and set. So this, we're just gonna pop this apart like that. We'll take our wire, because, you know, remember when phones were wired? I remember the advent of the cell phone. Now the running joke is everyone knows you'll never get me on the phone. I'll only text you. Back in the old days, I was the opposite. So we'll get this apart here and just see what comes out of this. And a nice little hunk of steel. That was for weight, so you felt less flimsy. You didn't need to build a better product if you can trick people into thinking it's a better product. Got the microphone, or the earpiece, a little bit of magnetism in there for that, and then your mic. And then, believe it or not, these are gold pins. So, out of this, someone would take these out, and that someone's gonna be me. And they'll ship out as gold-plated pins. Now everyone gets excited, gold, 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 but you know, 2 cents worth of gold. It takes a lot of this to make any kind of real value. But again, and I say it all the time, we're keeping it out of the landfill. Some stuff still has to go, some stuff can't be recycled locally, but we do what we can with what we can. I'm gonna pop this guy apart. Must be missing a screw somewhere. Sure was. So we got a gasket to keep the board protected. And this actually looks nicer than I thought it would. This might be something we turn into some art for. We will be creating a industrial series of art for some of the people that have worked in these industries forever. Plus, I just think this stuff is cool. So you'll see it mounted to frames and whatever we're gonna do with it. I'm not 100% sure, but here, he'll be a good one. So, silverish. And now this one, which is super gold filled, and again, still just pennies, but you know, the high grade boards have a better value than copper. The low grade boards have less value than steel. So it really is all over the board. And even though this isn't the hardest thing to do in the world, it does take time and a source of them. And then to do it correctly and environmentally friendly is something. That's why right now we're not doing any refining, because it's a harder process that involves a bunch of chemicals, and we are not currently set up for it. So while that may change in the future, that is not on my list for this week anyway. Now, look at that. That's all gold. That's all gold. But there's your larger amount. And then you would have your keypad here that would sit on top of it like that. So when you push the button, this rubber's conductive and it makes that circuit and it acknowledges what's going on. Now, voice over IP is going to be different, because in the old days, it was the sound each button made going through the phone that told the phone company how to connect you. In fact, they used to make, before we had cell phones, keychains that you programmed a number in and you could hit it, and it was a portable speed dial. You just held it up to the microphone and it went through. Super neat how technology progresses. Now this guy right here will pop apart. Let's see. what's in it. So here's your display board for that LCD screen, and that surprisingly looks nicer than I thought it would have been. I don't do many office phones, but I think I'm gonna start, because any technology in a business setting like this is dated so quickly. Just think about your iPhone, how quickly you change them. Now imagine doing it on a global scale with millions of phones. And we still have office phones. So, you know, we got, looks like, 2 pretty decent boards out of this. And, you know, a medium grade board. So it turned out pretty well. We're going to do a bunch more of these.